Hi, I am Madison Daniel, and I did the Contractile Vacuole adaptation. What is a contractile vacuole? A contractile vacuole is an organelle that is used to collect and disperse of water. Contractile vacuoles do this process through osmosis because of the environment they dwell in. They are mostly found in freshwater areas, making the interior of the cell a higher concentration than the outside of the cell. Obviously, because contractile vacuoles have to expel water from the cytoplasm, it requires energy, which we call an active transport. Here is the cycle of the contractile vacuole. So, it sort of looks like a snowflake, the vacuole sort of storage tank. And the little tubes on the outside of it, of the circle, are called canals. In the first stage of the vacuole and the canals are both empty. Then, when the vacuole feels like there is too much water pressure in the cell, it sucks up water from the cytoplasm through its canals. After all the water is sucked up, all the water it can hold is in its canal. Here is the cycle of a contractile vacuole. So it sort of looks like a snowflake. And the little tubes on the side of the circle in the middle are called canals. In the first stage, the vacuole and the canals are both empty. Then, when the vacuole feels like there's too much water pressure in the cell, it sucks up the water from the cytoplasm through its canals. After all the water it can hold in its canals, the canals contract, emptying themselves into the vacuole storage in the middle of the vacuole storage, called the vacuole storage. This cycle is called the diastole cycle. Finally, the last stage, called the systole stage, occurs. In this stage, the pores of the canals open up and the water from the inside of the vacuole storage is expelled into the exterior of the cell through active transport. Here is the cycle of the contractile vacuole. So it sort of looks like a snowflake. And the little tubes on the side of the circle in the middle are called canals. In the first stage, called the diastole stage, the vacuole and canals are both empty. Then, when it feels like there's too much water pressure in the cells, it sucks up the water from the cytoplasm through its canals. After all the water it can hold in its canals is filled, the canals contract, emptying themselves into the vacuole storage in the middle of the cell, in the middle of the vacuole. Finally, the last stage, called the systole stage, occurs. In this stage, the pores of the canals open up and the water from the inside of the vacuole storage is expelled into the exterior of the cell through active transport. What are contractile vacuoles used for? Contractile vacuoles are most commonly found in freshwater sponges, paramecium, and amoeba. The picture on your bottom left is a microscope picture of a paramecium. The picture in the respectable middle is a freshwater sponge, and the picture to the top right is an amoeba. Some cool facts about contractile vacuoles is that not all contractile vacuoles are found in freshwater organisms. Sometimes they can be found in marine or even soil microorganisms. Also, contractile vacuoles do not only absorb water from the cytoplasm, but also waste. As you can see in this picture below, there's some the yellow stuff in those little those little circle things are the contractile vacuoles sucking up waste and not only just water. So the quiz I have is pretty easy. I just want you to draw the cycle of a contractile vacuole, and make sure to explain what is happening in each stage of the cycle.